Good everyone, today's video today, it's a bit of an unusual community choice episode for today. I'll explain in a bit, but first of all, we need to go over the basics. So first of all, new poll in the description below, and there's also going to be a link to my Discord server, just because people have been asking about my Discord server lately, so there's a link down there if you want it. Make sure to read the rules when you come in, make sure to respect everyone, just for your information as well. The moderators, excuse me, the moderators are obviously me, Derp Angel, and Raptor Jesus. If you have any questions about the server, ask any one of us three. So, let's now get into why today's episode is going to be a bit special. Well, unfortunately, this was a bit of a bugged recording. For some reason, the sound didn't record on anything again. I say again because the microphone didn't seem to pick up, and I managed to fix that now. And then the second time when I did it, the sound for the in-game didn't work, and I'm like, for frick's sake. But I'm sorry to say, but this is going to be a replay episode. This is the only time this is going to happen, though. But there's a good reason why this is a replay. You're going to see what is going to happen in this absolute clusterfuck of a battle. And I mean that quite literally. It doesn't go very well for my team, but it was too funny to not share it. And I figured, well, it was going to be a live flight anyway, and I would have used it, so it just makes perfect sense to use it in replay fashion. So obviously, we're going to do the Yak live, but the Breguet is a replay. But there's, as I said, bloody good reason for it being a replay. It was too damn funny. So, let's get into it, shall we? Because I checked the video file before I was about to upload it, realised that the in-game sound wasn't working, and I was thinking, for God's sake, but don't worry, this is a one-time thing, but this was too funny to not share. Obviously, this isn't the usual way of me doing a community choice episode, and I can only apologise for that, but I would take the Brigade out again. It's just, this was originally a live flight, but due to technical issues, it was not. But I didn't want to just let this replay slide. I didn't want to let this one slide. So, if you don't like the fact that I've done this, feel free to say. But you'll see what I mean. Why this is a replay episode and not a live episode. The Yak will be live, because obviously I've now ironed out the issue. But this was too funny. And that's the thing, like, if there's something funny, I want to show it, even if it involves a replay. So, starting us off, we've got a bit of toxicity in chat for no apparent reason from a guy named Don84. No idea what his problem was. He appeared to just be a total bellend for no apparent reason. Second of all, we've got one guy who's just left. This is a full up tier to 2.7. Thirdly, we have a single CW21. He's not going to be useful at all. He's going to die to a BR-20 bomber. This one right here. But it gets better. Honestly, it gets better. This is too funny to not share. Obviously, this is a shorter episode than normal as well, because obviously this is only a 7-minute... Well, my contribution to the battle was about 4 to 5 minutes, because I get shot down. But this was too funny to not share. So here I spot the HE-100, and obviously I'm thinking, okay, pretty dangerous. And then obviously I spot the Japs there. I'm thinking, again, pretty dangerous. And judging by the way this guy flew, and I thought that was the case, this clearly isn't his first rodeo. I think he's relatively newish to the Corsair, the Japs. He's only had about 50 games in it, which to be honest isn't that many. And quite clearly he just wanted to spread his wings. So that HE-100 comes up here, and I decided to go for the Japs. I ignored the HE-100. This is sort of an error on my part, but this really gets the funny battle going. So obviously the guns are pretty hard to lead on the BR-20, well not the BR-20, I've got it in my head now. The Breguet 693. But once you get used to it, it actually really does pack a punch. I'm not gonna lie about it. But at this point, this is where the dogfight is gonna start. It's not gonna end very well for me. I'm gonna get a kill on that Japser, but you're gonna see exactly what's gonna happen. So there's one guy here in a 109F, and obviously I need to lose speed. And there you can see Mr. Toxic going for bots. He's that fucking useless, he's going for bots. That guy there just sniped my gunner in the first shot, and I bet you can imagine my reaction. And here, a 109 and the Japser are now joining the party, and I was thinking, oh no. But this is where the funniness starts. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. The CW21 has just had its engine sniped by the BR20. Those two guys nearly rammed into each other. I score a hit there on the Japser, and this is just turning into an intense dogfight. I'm trying to hold my own here against 3 aircraft, which arguably are more maneuverable. I mean, the Corsair probably not at these speeds, but you can see this thing's taking a beating, and it is dishing out a beating on that Japser. You can just see what this aircraft can actually do. It's actually rather surprising what this thing can do. And it was just such an amazing dogfight, I had to show it. But in a moment, I'm going to get sniped by, I believe it's the E model 109. In just a second, I think. Not this pass, it's the other pass. But that Japser is now screwed. I lose the left aileron, and then the F model snipes my ass. But the Corsair is going to crash in a moment, so this just gives you an idea. But it's now getting to the point where even the poor Catalina is having a bad day at the office. I mean, this Key 45, no one's come up to intercept Key 45. There's a guy who shouldn't even be here in an I-16. And I was laughing my arse off. The MiG-3 here goes to try and shoot through the freaking I-16 to try and steal the kill on the Corsair. Mysteriously, I end up getting the kill on the Corsair. The F1 and the E then tag team the MiG. And the F1 just tanks the MiG, and I was laughing my arse off. But it's going to get better. Trust me, it is going to get better. So Mr. Toxic, who's managed to claim a kill, now is coming in to help this I-16 after dealing with an unimportant aircraft. I believe it was a 1E at really low altitude, like literally scraping the ground. He kills the I-16, and now he's going to go for this BF-109. He's that desperate for this kill, he's actually going to waste nearly all, in fact he wastes all of his 50 cal ammo on this guy. But it's going to get better, folks. It's going to get better. Are you ready? It's coming up. I promise you, this is going to be worth your time. The guy misses at point blank range all those shots on the E1. The I-16 comes in, so does the F1 to get a couple of shots. And the I-16 comes in. I think these guys were auto squad. It actually hits the Hawk, and then the Hawk rams into the I-16, killing the P-36, but not the I-16. Then the Catalina has been intercepted by the Key 45, which the team should have dealt with. And, well, whilst the Catalina gets his bombs off, and so does the Wellington, I honestly thought at this point the Key 45 was going to ram the freaking Catalina. But I just honestly had to show this game. It was too funny to not show it. And there goes the Catalina. But it's not exactly the most glorious battle, but I know it's a bit of an unusual episode today, but that was too funny to not show. Obviously, some people may not like this episode, and that's perfectly acceptable. To be honest, I was debating actually using this, but when you get a moment like that, it's just too funny to not, like, use it. But anyway, I'm still laughing about it now. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys off. Obviously, don't forget to vote a poll below. This is just a one-time thing, but I just wanted to show it. But anyway, I'll see you all in the live Yak One flight. See you later.